we have our new game. It is here, eventually. The F in our name shall stand for Formula 1 at the moment. On this save, at the very least. If you are here from the Football Manager stuff, then it's wonderful to have you back. And if you're new to the channel, I'm going to jump in with it nice and early. If you could like, subscribe, show your support, that'd be beautiful. And if do you know what? If you're enjoying it, make sure you do all those things. It'd be wonderful. I suppose what I should do is jump in to the actual game footage. Here we are. We're looking at the Haas team. As you can tell by the thumbnail, and probably title of the video, we're not actually going to be with Haas. But if you can appreciate these slow pans to camera from the from the characters, it's just a bit funny. We have lost our face cam, which won't be featuring in this one, so I'm sure that's a delight for the most of you. Idea was I was going to do it with Haas, but their drivers are terrible apparently. Headquarters, the worst in the grid. Staff, pretty decent to be fair, and the car performance isn't great. Fittipaldi is the reserve driver, so less said about that the better. And they're American, which is never fun. So we deserved against that because they have a starting budget of low as well, which is less than ideal. But the biggest shame is that absolute slapper of a thumbnail that I've made. But to get over that, we're going to hop over to the team that we're actually going to be joining, which is Aston Martin. We have a lot of money. They want to be a long-term points contender, which is fine. We can roll with that. Season objective of 8th. A decent team rating, roughly 50%. The team name is Aston Martin. We all know it's not. They've got about 15 names, but we move. Staff performances are just appalling, but I have already loaded this up once. And I know there's 2 easy, quick kind of improvements that we can make, which hopefully can sort that out. And the car is, it's terrible, if we're honest. Utterly terrible. Aston Martin, Cognizant, Aramco Formula 1 team. I probably missed 5 or 6 sponsors there, but regardless, we move. 2 decent drivers, ratings rise, and the wonderful Nico Hülkenberg, or as we should call him, Nico Hülkenberg. Thank you, Daniel. So I don't think there's any rush for me to be changing drivers there. There is one little driver I've got my eye on, because I'm a big fan of him, but I don't know if we go with him because everyone's going to do it, so we'll see what happens. There is a quick improvement that we can have, because do you remember me saying that the staff were terrible? Yes, look at the state of them. Technical chief, 69, hilarious rating, terrible at his job. And head of aero is even worse, and he doesn't even have the funny number. So we'll look at him first, jump into contracts, scout for a replacement. Nice and easy. We'll order it by the best, and we'll see who we can steal. So Diego Tonda is not interested. Enrico Bal is not interested. Jared Murphy is not interested. Dirk de Beer, brilliant. Always wanted you along. So we'll get some detailed scouting on this little fella, and we'll see if we can poach him away from Alpine. Talking about people being poached from Alpine, no, let's move on. Let's not reference that. Technical chief Andrew Green, as we said, funny number, terrible at his job. So is there anyone that we can steal that might just want to join us? So Pierre Vache, he's not interested. Enrico, no, he's not interested. Simone Resta, he's tempted at 80 rated, but 2 ratings lower than that, there's a fellow that we can pick up on a free called Tiu Chong. So I'm thinking we'll drop some scouting on this little fella, see what he can do for us instead. But they're not going to come back for 30 days, which may very well be before the start of the season. It also may not be. Let's have a look. So it comes through on the 6th. So we may be rolling with our other guys for a little while, unfortunately. Because the car is, if I'm being kind, an utter piece of shit, I've decided to go with 2 updates. Big updates. They're going to take a little while to come through, but hopefully when they do, they'll be quite tasty for us. I don't know how. I can go into it in a little bit more info, but we've worked on front wing and underfloor. We've gone 3 hours, sorry, MAU hours. Megawatt allocation hours, definitely knew that off my head. Hadn't already flapped this one. Oh, do you know what? I can change it here. Edit the project. Oh, never mind. I can't change it. Ignore that. I was going to make that one intense as well. And then we've also got the front wing, which we've got 40 hours as well. An intense building. So we've boshed all our engineers on those 2. I'm going to get as much of that as we can, but we're not going to see it for probably 3-4 races maybe. So we've got our staff that we're scouting for. we've got our cars that we're looking at. We've got our drivers that we've got. We'll have a little scan of the drivers. Who's there? Who's the best kind of free agent? It's from F2 and it's Jihan Daruvala, apparently. So we can get the whole... Do you know what? F1 Twitter will be all over me for that. If I did that, they'd be loving it. He's not far off Hulkenberg either, to be fair. So we'll keep an eye on him. And maybe if there's anyone that we can poach from one of the other teams. Our facilities aren't the best either. Our operational facilities, we've got a boardroom, decent. Everything's in like really good condition, which is helpful. Weather centre, I'm thinking is one that we've got to level up because it will help us be more accurate forecasting weather, as you'd expect. Nothing else I'm going to do. The only sad thing I want to point out is we don't even have a memorabilia room, which is bleak, if we're honest. It's not great. So, I also want to have a look at car development. Wind tunnel will improve 10 million. CFD will also cost 10 million. Again, all of these are really good condition. The only thing I'm thinking is I might spend quite a bit of money and do CFD or wind tunnel. Ooh, what do we do? What do we do? I'm going to do CFD. Why not? We'll do the wind tunnel after, when we've got another 10 million to throw at a problem. And one more thing I do want to do is improve our scouting department. So we just get another scouting. So 1.3 million. I didn't catch how long that'll take. I assume some time. Our team hub is decent, but it's 1.5 million. Boost effectiveness back to 100%. It's on 100% anyway. Morale isn't bad, but attractiveness and experience gain probably could do with that. Do you know what? Let's do it. Why the hell not? We've got nothing better to do. Race simulator is 2.8 mil to improve. That would drop us down to 10 million. Considering we've got a few contracts that we might need to buy out. We'll do it anyway. Oh, well, that's quite awkward, isn't it? Good morning, Ash. Allow me to introduce you to our talented car development team of Andrew Green and Ian Gregg. I'm trying to replace both of them. So, just move on from that email. Pretend it didn't happen. We've got our sponsor obligations. Gonna level with you. Haven't read this. Probably won't. We'll just crack on. And Maria Zalifade says that we've got a season kickoff party that we can do. So I can deny the party, or we can just have a knees up, improve some morale. Only cost 10k. Why the hell not? Our post-Bahrain testing results have come through. I can only assume it's bad, because everything's red. So we'll just move on, pretend we didn't see it. Boys have been through their practice, ready, raring to go for qualifying, and find themselves in Q2, at the very least, surely. Oh, balls. So we've gone medium, medium, soft for Vettel. Soft, hard, medium for Stroll. Going to eke out that middle stint as long as possible. Aggressive either side of it. Both drivers managed to get the jump off Schumacher at the start. However, here's a highlight of him overtaking both of them back in the first corner. Not ideal.
Science is the focus here. Oh, and there's the lockup. That's the last thing they'll have wanted. That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see.
Signs, you silly boy. We joined because the lovely Stroll is about to try and send one on Daniel Ricciardo. So, we'll bop him on to overtake, get that going, and try and do the classic DRS overtake and have him before the straight's finished. So, we're going round the outside by the looks of it. It's going to be close. So, we're side by side going into the corner. Ricciardo's got the inside, but we know that sends us on the inside for the following corner. Cracking move.
That's it. Here's the replay. Taking a look again, it involves Sebastian Vettel.
And then while that was going on, Vettel's overtaking Tsunoda behind him, and you got both overtakes in the same highlight.
And they get past, which moves them up a position.
So we've got Stroll here at the front of this pack. He's about to dive into the pit lane because his softs are pretty tired at the moment. Vettel throws a little dummy to the right. Tsunoda covers up that inside, and Vettel's going to have to try and send it around the outside at the final corner. Oh, and he just outbrakes him. Beautiful. So he's got another two cars in front of him here. Pop on his overtake. See if we can make damage. Can it? Surely he's not going to be taking three cars. So he's going up for the super inside now. He's got the Haas and McLaren in front of him. But he's pulled out. Unlucky lad. So here's Stroll's pit stop. He gets in nicely. throws on some hards for him. A decent time. Looks like he's going to line in though alongside those Williamses.
No.
What, Stroll knowing it?
Stay cool, man. You're doing a good job.
Chew your beans, lad. It's not the time for it.
Sebastian, pit lane.
Seb's in now. He's going to throw in his second set of mediums. We're looking for him to try and jump the group that we were. So if we're looking on the number 17 on the map, the orange in front of that is Norris. We're not expecting to get out ahead of him. But if we can beat the little group, then that'll be beautiful. We'll have a look at it from Stroll's point of view. Got no chance of making the overtake. But it looks like Vettel's already going into turn 1. Beautiful work. Tsunoda's flung himself around the outside. Oh, he's not happy.
Pit lane. Copy that. So make sure you get your pit limiter as you come in the pit lane. Box. Okay, I'm happy to box.
Brilliant middle stint from the boys. Seb's in now for his set of softs. Stroll managed to hold through as well, so he's going to get some softs on the following lap. So we might be able to nab a cheeky position as well from Stroll. He's got the McLaren of Ricciardo go just in front. And then Stroll himself is coming in now. We do have the leaders flying through as well, so we need to bear in mind that they might have to get past us. And the little white dot just about to cross the line is Schumacher, so we should be comfortably ahead of him. So we've got Vettel. We've got Ricciardo just up the road, but he has got to let those leaders through. So if we can follow them through, that'll be beautiful. Always been very, very cautious in letting them. I think he's going to do it. Go on, up the inside, Stroll. Take that corner. Cracking work, lad. Well done.
Let's take a look at the replay. Taking a look again, it involves Sebastian Vettel.
Doing the Lord's work of DRS. Beautiful. Stroll. What have you done, Stroll? What have you done? What have you done, Stroll?
And that's the lockup. Let's take a closer look.
Yeah,
so this was the Aston Martin.
Oh, what a silly
They
sausage.
won't have been happy about that. Is that a new race position for Haas? Let's see what happened there.
What's happened there then?
Let's have a look here. This was the Aston Martin. Going wide like that could cost them valuable time.
Guys, what are you playing at?
The team are devastated. They'll be questioning just what happened out there.
Has he died?
Oh, big lock up there.
Yes.
Here's the
obviously.
replay.
Thank you.
Taking a look again, it involves Sebastian Vettel. That lockup could have cost them dearly.
He literally stopped. Whack Vettel on aggressive, whack Stroll on aggressive. Make Stroll push for a little bit, and then we'll speed time forward.
Copy.
This was the Aston Martin.
Nice. Textbook DRS overtake. Love to see it.
And there it is, a win for Charles Leclerc.
What an amazing finish to a thrilling race. It's a real testament to their skill and the team's engineering.
The race has come to a conclusion. Charlie Clerk finds himself winning ahead of Max, Perez, then Sainz. Russell all the way down in 8th. We have to scroll quite a bit to find ourselves. Stroll leaps 2 positions, straight flip-flap with Mick. And as a team, we gain 2 positions, which isn't great. Take out those 2 blooming lockups that we had on the same corner. I think we could have been ahead of Daniel, 14-15, would have been relatively successful for us. And there we have it, our first race day completed. So we finished on the 20th of March. We're going to return for the Australian Grand Prix. No real reason. I'll play one off camera, let you know how it went, and then we'll return. Oh, actually, sorry, there is a reason. Our new driver's Australian. I might have got rid of Hulkenberg. Sorry. I know we've got an upset Ricciardo. Probably twice as upset now because he's just been told he doesn't have a job. But I thought it was good to bring him in. He's only 19. He's 72. So he's got a chance to... 72 rating, obviously. He's not actually 72. We just said he's 19. Let's move on. Yeah, he's got quite a lot of chance to improve. So we'll throw him into a few practice sessions, get his stats up, and we'll have someone challenging Stroll. Or even possibly Vettel, should he retire at the end of the season. Although I can't see it happening. If you have enjoyed that, I'm going to level with you. Currently, I don't have any idea as to how that's going to have been edited. I'm just kind of winging it at the moment. So if there's anything that you want to see or don't want to see, slap it in the comments and we'll address it there. But as I mentioned, if you have enjoyed, do like, subscribe. That'll be beautiful. There'll be some items on screen now, so you can go over to my Football Manager stuff, or just stay on the channel and find something else that you find interesting, which I'm going to level with you. If it's not Football Manager, you're going to struggle to find something. But I do appreciate your time, and thank you very much for it.